Okay, so here's our top. We have now basted the left hand strap in place, 1 inch back from the center, and the right hand strap in place, 1 inch back from center, and you can see they're meeting up. The back and the front strap were already basted in place. Now we're going to take the next step on the flaps. So the flaps, we have matched up the center and stitched across the strap, reinforcing it at the beginning and the end. And then we've pinned the corner and come back just to the edge of where our previous release pleat was that we took on the top. There's that release pleat. So we've come right up to the edge of it, and this is where we're going to put our top release pleat. So we're just going to slide it over and come back. We're going to do that on all 4 corners. Now, once we tack down this corner that we've clipped ever so nicely, mine's a mess, sorry about that. Let me see if I can find a good one. This is a little bit better. It's still kind of messy because this fabric frays so much, but I've clipped the corner and then reinforced it here, so it's not going to pull out. Fortunately, there's very little actual pressure on these corners because the cushion is 16 inches square, but I have allowed 16.5 for the cover, and most of the stress of this particular cushion is on the flaps and the straps and not so much on the top 3-dimensional piece. So anyway, the sides of the flaps are a tiny bit tricky. We need an extra 1/2 inch. So what we're going to do is we are going to taper them. We're going to start in the corner and run along the seam, and we're going to taper them in 1/4 inch. We're going to pin them in place. When we take our 1/2 inch seam allowance, that's going to give us an extra 1/4 inch on each side of the flap. So you can see how I've pinned all these in place, just tapering them along the 1/2 inch seam line there. And that's, like I said, going to give me an extra 1/2 inch. And we need that to comfortably get this cushion onto the chair. If we had had 20.5 inches to cut for our width, we could have done that. And some of you may have that, and if you want to cut 20.5 inches, then you don't have to worry about tapering. But some of you are only going to have 20, and that's why I'm showing you this tapering. So on all 4 of your 20-inch flaps, you want to taper the seam in 1/4 inch at this inside edge. I'm going to go ahead and stitch that up now, and then we'll put the bottom on.